Okay, OTZROT Chaim Shur number 16, I think. Makes sense? We are in the blue books, page Chaf. Page 20, Perek Bet Shar Akudim. We were right in the back over there.
Yeah, he's just like this much. What we're doing? What page?
Perek, page Chaf.
Wow, we were always Chaf already?
Shua number?
I think 16.
Dipra.
Okay, we were just finishing explaining what is Akudim, right? It's the Orot HaPeh of Ak. And we explained the Orot HaPeh of Ak. We explained the Enaim of Ak, not the Enaim, the Oznaim of Ak, the Chotem of Ak. And now we're in the Peh. The Peh of Ak is the materialization of those same four Aleph that we've always been learning about. The two, Yud, Vav, Yud, Yud, Vav, Yud, and then we have Yud, Vav, Daled, Yud, Vav, Daled. And these four, which are really connections of Orod between the Chotem, the Oznaim and the Chotem, come out as Kelim inside the Peh. Okay? Our shiur should be Latzlachat Kol Ravakim. They get married this year. Rabbi ben Ne'ar, El Miriam, Achmon ben Dina, and Yisrael ben Susanna. והנה אותם דעת אלפים שלנו לאל בחותם הם הנכנסים בפה. They come into the Peh of Ak. והם מנסים שמה 4 הבלים. If you would see it in layman's terms, these four alephs turned into 4 hevels.
What's a hevel?
What's a hevel? Breaths. Right, let's not forget, this is all spiritual, right? Don't try to materialize it.
No, I'm trying to translate it.
Right, yes. והנה 4 פעמים hevel. If you take, so each one is a hevel. So hevel is how much? Hey is 5. 5 plus 2 plus 30. 37. How old was Isaac when he was binded at the altar? 37. Very nice. There's a connection. So 37 times 4, because how many are there? 4. So 37 times 4. Somebody real quick. 148. Correct. 148. Kemach. What's Kemach?
148.
What's Kemach? 148. Well, what's Kemach? Translate. Flour. Im ein Kemach ein Torah. The Pirkei Avot says if there is no flour, there's no Torah.
No food means no Torah.
Yeah, that's how it looks on the regular sense. But what it's really talking about are these 4 alephs, which are the source of every kli that you'll ever find in the rest of your life, which equals to 148. And this is also the secret of the kavanah. When you eat food, you have to think of these 4 alephs. Because what are you doing? Kemach doesn't just mean flour. Really, if I take any food and I grind it, what is it called? Kemach, flour, right? So every time when you use your teeth, you're breaking down the food, you're making kemach.
So you have to have that.
You have to have in mind 2 alephs, yud vav yud, yud vav yud, 2 alephs, yud vav daled, yud vav dal. Now we're gonna learn.
Configuration.
We're gonna learn how they break down into the 4 parts of your mouth. Because you have the top palate and the bottom palate, and you have 2 sides: right, left, right, left. By the way, this is the highest kavanah that you can make. This is higher than even Yom Kippur. Higher than Yom Kippur. And it's where? It's in Peh Ak.
The mouth
Of Ak. We're not even Atzilut yet. And every time you eat, you could do this kavanah.
All you gotta think of.
It's a bit longer than that, but it's a good start.
In general.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm breaking it down.
I'm making the food into flour. What's flour? Kemach. Kemach is yud vav yud, yud vav yud. Yud vav dal, which equals 4 hevels. 4 hevels is what? Kemach.
Okay.
Alright? Shavua tov. But Yadideh Shinayim, now you're going to understand. Yadideh Shinayim, how do you do that? With teeth.
Grinding.
If you ever think about it, your teeth are an amazing creation. Amazing creation. Shebetoch hapeh, which are in the mouth. Nitchanim, they grind. Otam dalet havalim, these 4 hevels. Vena'asim kemach ונגמרת פעולתן, and they finish their job. So what causes these to turn into kemach? Your shinayim. That's why, by the way, the famous story, the Gemara says that if a person sees his teeth fall in a dream,
It's not a good sign.
it's not a good sign. Today, this dream doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't.
Even if you see yourself bleed from your mouth, it doesn't count. Why? Not because of that, because the shindalets, what are called shedin yehudain, they already know what causes people to get them nervous in the dream. So they show you the dream on purpose to make you, how you say in Bukhari, mainish garang. You know? So they show that on purpose.
What about the opposite, the dreams that are good? Same thing? Or?
Don't pay attention to your dreams. I'll tell you that much.
Not my
Unless you have a dream that you're seeing somebody giving you a talit. If you see that, that means you're going to get married soon. But tonight, if you see it, it doesn't count because I said it to you. And it shouldn't be hard in your eyes. It shouldn't be a question in your eyes. Which we wrote before. That from the left ozen, which comes down into the peh, remember, the left, Gabriel, the left ear of Ak, what does that turn into? The outer part of the Kli. Right? From the left chotem is what? Pnimiyut HaKli. The inner of the Kli. Right? Ki af al pi she'or makif. So what is he saying? So he's asking you, he's asking you the question for you, basically. He says, we have ozen, chotem, right and left. And we have the left. I'm going to do it in brown. Ozen, chotem. Because the ozen yamin is what? Chitzoni. The outer, right? It's the outer. This is the inner of the kli.
So the right is the outer.
Forget about the right now. Forget about it. This is all orod, right? The left part. How come the outer of the kli, I have a vessel? Which you see on the outside, comes from the left ear of Ak. Okay, that's what it's made from. That's its shore, that's its root. But from the right side comes what? Chotem, left chotem, which is a lower part, right? Comes the pnimiyut hakli, the inner. I'm going to do it in blue. What do we know? Always something inner is more holier, right? So how come the outer comes from a higher part? Right? So what's going on? The Ari is asking the question for you. Did you get the question? No. Okay.
Go back 2 steps. Peace.
Sorry. Let's go back. We have 2 aleph that are Yud Vav Yud, Yud Vav Yud. 2 aleph that are Yud Vav Dal, Yud Vav Dal. Emet or lo emet?
Yes.
Emet. They come from the Ozen Yamin, and Ozen Semol, Chotem Yamin, and Chotem. Remember, we learned it's really a zivug between the Ozen and the Chotem. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
We have a klal. What's higher?
The kli. The kli.
Makif is the highest, right? Primi, a makif comes from where? Ozen Yamin. The outer or comes from where? Ozen Yamin. What's after that? In Orot? Or Pnimi. That comes from the left. Chotem. Good. In Orot. In Keli. That's in Orot. What's Orot? Lights. Nishama. Keli is what? Guf. If you look at your body, if you look at your body, from my body I see godliness. What's purer?
The neshama.
That's the right. Forget about that. Now we're in the left.
Oh, okay.
Your skin or your heart?
Skin. The heart.
If I burn your skin, will it regrow?
Yes.
If something happens to your heart, you go to the surgical unit. Hopefully not in the Forest Hills of LIJ Forest Hills, right?
You're done. That's it.
If you go there, you're done?
No,
Just kidding. So you have to. I'm not saying. Maybe try to erase that. So a person has to understand that your inner organs are purer. Why? Because they're more nежны.
Right, they're more vital too.
They're more bingo, except for your liver, right? Because it regrows. Amen. So therefore, your inner organs should come from where? The ear or the chotem?
The ear, because it's higher. Right.
How come it comes from the chotem?
In relation to sensory, in relation to what you what's revealed, that's why.
That's the answer. It depends on what's revealed. Okay, but the question is understood. Why is it coming from down here? Right, it should come from up here. And your skin comes from where?
From a higher source.
The higher source. Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because
I don't want to make a chidush, but I have to. Leman Hashem, Leman Aravakim. What's that? Focus. This cannot be more complicated than Shar Gilgulim. Shar Gilgulim is a maze. You understand? That's why I never understand how people enjoy Shar Gilgulim more than this. That's a maze. You know what a maze is?
Hey, why is it
It's amazing.
Ibur, Domele Gilgul, Asiya, Yitzira. This, you're learning the source. Come on, guys. Click into it.
Shoresh and Shana.
Yeah, this is the Shoresh.
more abstract though?
This is more, that's true. This is more abstract. I guess more people connect to abstract things. I'll tell you the truth, Shar Gilgulim was something that I learned all the way at the end. But when a person has to look into this, you have to understand that the Arya Kadosh, sometimes he asks the question for you because he wants you to think. Critical thinking, okay? Something doesn't fit over here. Like a Gemara, you look at a Gemara, the Havdil, and it doesn't fit, right? So too over here, it doesn't fit. Skin has to come from the bottom, not from the top.
But since it's
So what was my chidush for the Ravakim? When Adam Arishon had his skin,
it was nails.
it was light.
Jumping, man. This one is.
It was light. And Rabbi Meir Balanes's Torah didn't say kotonot or. He said kotonot or. Maybe that's a hint. That's what's going on over here. Whatever the case is, let's continue. So what is the answer? Even though Or Makif is greater than Or Pnimi, that's for sure. Or Makif, the outer Or, the surrounding light. Im kol zeh, however, Pnimiut hakli, the inner of the vessel, hu gadol michitzoniuto, it's greater than the outer vessel. Kanir b'chushareud, look at your body.
Right.
Your organs are on a higher level than your skin. Right? Ma she'en ken b'bchinat ha'orot, it's kind of the opposite thing by the lights. Right? Ki ha'or hagadol, because in lights, I have a vessel. The light that doesn't fit in, what does it do? It spills out. That's called outer light.
Right.
Because it doesn't fit in, so it means on a higher level. It's an outer, it's on the outside. So we see in light, something that's outer is higher. Your chaya and your yechida surround you. Right? It's not in you, because it doesn't fit inside of you. Correct? שלא יכול הכלי להגבילו לקבלו בתוכו, יישאר בחוץ בסוד אור מקיף. So the vessel cannot accept all your neshama. Your body cannot click with all your neshama, so whatever doesn't click stays on the outside.
That's what your aura is called?
No, your aura is your tzelem.
It's the middle part.
That's the levush of your neshama.
The middle.
That's the clothing of your neshama.
So what's the energy that you said that does not fit into your body?
That's nar nechi, nefesh. That's the chaya in yichida. That cannot be captured by a camera.
Okay, but where is that right now? Let's say
It's surrounding you.
that's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
around you.
Okay. Surrounding you. I mean, the best case scenario, of course. Va'or mu'at, and the lower light, shisha er bifim, stays on the inside. Masha'ik enke v'kelim, just the opposite by the kelim, by the vessels, by the kelim, just the opposite. What's outer is less. What's inner is nicer, it's better, it's vital, it's nirjni, it's gentle, it's edel. Right? Did I use it right? If so, how is it from the upper ear, the left ear? Will be the outer vessel, outer layer of the vessel, and from the chotem, that's on a lower level than your ozen. That's the question. Okay? You're making me say a story for you, Gabriel. You know that? You're making me say a story for you.
He's waiting for
I have to say it because, there was this one guy who used to come to our Benayahu Shmueli's Shiurim. So one day he dragged his father. He was a big Talmid Chacham. He was a big Talmid Chacham. He came to the Shiur one time. He never came back. After that, Kaddish al Israel. He came to the rabbi in a dream. And he said, I wish my son would have dragged me back again. All my Torah, you know what it is to come to a shiur, it's a Chaim, OTZROT Chaim. This is the essence. This is the source, guys. Tap into your inner neshama. Your neshama wants to hear this. God bless you guys. Let's go back to the answer. Really, light. What causes a differentiation in light?
Prism?
Light is always the same. What causes a differentiation of light is the vessel. Right?
The filter.
The filter. Because what the vessel doesn't accept becomes the or makif.
Right.
But really when it was coming down, it was all the same. The kasher was when he wants to come inside the vessel. As the or when it doesn't fit into the vessel, stays on the outside. Makif. It's shining from the outside. But this is, by the way, the secret of a pidyon nefesh. When a person does a pidyon nefesh, this is trying to bring back the neshama. And the inner light, it lights the vessel from the inside. So when a person when he gets his inner light, the light that comes in, it shines to the vessel from the inside. But it could only reach the thickness. How thick?
Right?
Yeah, the thickness, half of the thickness it reaches. Half of the thickness of the vessel. That means the neshama that's inside of you could only light up halfway through your body. Permeate. Sorry.
Is that the body or the upper kelim?
It depends. Well, it's talking about the tzlamim, obviously, but for all purpose, we're right now kli and neshama. We're trying to keep it simple, kli and neshama.
Where does it mention tzlamim?
It doesn't mention over here, but your nar nechi is milubash betoch tzlamim.
No, we're mentioning nar nechi also here.
We're only mentioning nar nechi.
Oh, I thought we were just saying or in general.
Yeah, but the or usually is the most spiritual thing, which is nar nechi.
Then nar nechi is or?
Yeah, it's the or. It's the most spiritual thing that comes out of the Ein Sof. Va'or makif hu me'ir mibachutz. It's shining to the kli, a kli, from the outside. So, and the or makif, how does it shine to the kli? It reaches into halfway to. Wait.
There's a barrier right now.
There is it's like a mikveh, right? Like a borazria. See, the outer light breaks through the kli halfway. The inner light breaks to the kli halfway, and there is a nishika. Everybody knows Halachot HaMikveh. There's a between the bores of the mikveh. There's a nishika. It's called. It's a kiss. The two bores, they touch each other through a small hole.
So this also in this case.
Alright, so when a woman dips inside a mikveh, you know what she's doing. Whenever you dip inside a mikveh, you know what you're doing. You're causing a great, ginormous thing in Shamayim, which obviously causes a goy to turn into a Jew. Imagine what it could do to a Jew. Right, it's a famous thing, or of Chaim Sonnenfeld.
Imagine when it's that general.
Yes. That's how the Kli purifies itself. Through the Or Makif, which shines from the outside, or Pnimi, which shines through the inside causes a purification from the outside and the inside.
So why do we need purification of the clay?
The Kli wants to become like the Or.
It wants to turn into light?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
The vessel.
The Kli wants to. We all want to go back to the Ein Sof.
Right, to the source.
Yeah, we want. We all want Bittul. We want V'ata Tetzaveh. We want to be nobodies.
Yeah.
When does a person get his biggest pleasure? When he's laughing or crying? Then how come you start to cry if you laugh too much? You get more pleasure when you cry than when you laugh.
Yeah. It makes your heart feel more like, I don't know.
The laughing is the greatest revealment. Crying is the greatest nullification. So when a person prays with a lot of kavana, then he starts to burst into tears. It's like the greatest prayer in the world.
Because you're going towards the source.
Because you're nullifying yourself. That's what you want your kli to go back to the Ein Sof. That's what's gonna happen at the end of the day, guys. By the way, but don't worry,
There won't be any
it's
please.
not gonna hurt.
Basically, no please.
Yeah, no. We want to go back to the Ein Sof. We want to go back to Hashem. That's what happens at Har Sinai, right? What happened to all of us?
Became one.
We died
Right.
twice.
Twice, dude.
We need one more.
We needed it 10 times, right? So therefore, that's why. By the way, for Keter and Chokhmah, there's no real revealment of it. What does the real revealment start from? Bina. V'hineh, which is the third command. V'hineh anu tzrichin. We need one more paragraph, guys. Okay, because we don't want to shaken the wolf over here. The lupus. V'hineh anu tzrichin. We need shechatzi kliya ya'ir mechmat or makif. We need half of the kli to shine because of the or makif. V'hineh or makif gadol meod. The or makif is very big. It didn't fit into the kli, so obviously it's what? It's big. It's V'lo yeh oveh ha'arato v'nivla u'meir badofen ha'kli. It cannot shine to the vessel. Why can't it shine to the vessel? Because it's far.
To or through.
It's far to the vessel.
What does that mean it's far?
It's far because the or pnimi, it's tight. It's tight, but it's limited. It's shining inside.
Oh, it's like
And-
all
Yeah.
limited.
But the or makif, he's surrounding. There is no hechrech. There is no
barriers.
barrier that's pushing him to the kli to purify the kli. So what happens? Now that's why on the out, I'm gonna teach you to tell you guys the answer on the outside. The answer is really your skin is on a higher level than your heart.
Because it's holding you in.
Because it's getting light from your or makif. But since your or makif shines very weakly, why? Because it's not tight onto you. Therefore, you see your skin
It's less.
as in a lower level.
I see.
That's the answer. Okay, unlike your heart, which gets the full blast.
Right.
Unlike the pnimiuta kli, the inner part of the kli gets the full blast. So therefore, you see it's concentrated. Diffusion, right? So it gets the full blast. So therefore, everything looks so pure down there. But really, and it is because it's getting the full blast. But really, your skin, the chitzoniyut kli,
Outer.
the outer part of your body is really getting a higher light, but at a lower rate.
Right.
Shalom. The Or Makif is the aura, or
It's not the aura. The aura that you see, those guys who take the pictures and you see
Right, the
purple.
tzelem.
That's a tzelem. That's your tzelem.
That's what I asked.
Well,
That was my,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my question.
It's really a tzelem because you can never take a picture of the narnechi. You can, but the narnechi is inside of that. Hopefully,
So the nanahi is inside your tzelem.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
your tzelem is like a clothing.
Right.
You really have kol tzameh. You have 5 parts to your body: kelim, levushim, tzlamim, mochin, and orot. Really, your or is inside your mochin is inside tzlamim, your tzlamim is inside levushim,
Matryoshka.
and then you have your kelim. But when you get to the Rashash, then you can talk about that. Right now, we're in kelim and orot.
Okay.
All right, let's finish the paragraph real quick. So there's a therefore we need that the inner kli should have a certain equalization with the or pnimi, which is a very low level. That means if your or makif would light inside your body, you know what happened to your inner organs?
Explode.
It would explode.
It's too much energy.
Right. So the Or Pnimi needs to have certain. That means your Or Pnimi has a certain balance with your inner body, and it
Okay.
turns into a
A weaker.
I mean, your inner organs are weaker, right?
Right.
But they're also more vital, right?
Interesting.
So,
How does the aura stick on the outer of the clear?
it doesn't.
So we're saying that if the over.
So we're gonna learn that your Or Makif wants to have a zivug with your Or Pnimi. So therefore, there is a certain magnetic force
there's
that
a
he wants
force.
it, but he cannot be stuck to it.
So therefore, according to that, the skin doesn't really have so much or makif. It's just that
course,
it wants to connect with.
Right,
the
that's
or-
exactly the point. But that's enough that your Or Makif should break through your Chitzoniyut HaKli to have a neshika with your Or Pnimi.
If that happens. Like,
If Bezrat Hashem, I mean,
like
tzaddikim,
over
right?
here, does it happen over here though?
Yes, that's what we're gonna learn. Every Kli it happens to it. Even in we're gonna learn there's a very big klal in akudim. You have your nar nachi. It's just in potential. It's a very big klal in akudim. Shar akudim. When you learn just shar gilgulim, you learn that you have to get your chaya, you have to get your yichida.
Yeah, everything's always in potential.
Right, but so in here we learn that you have your chaya and yichida. You just have to reveal it. In
You
akudim,
already have it.
you have it really. You just have to reveal it. And if you're only gonna get a reward if you reveal it. If you don't reveal it, the next guy is gonna reveal it for you, which is really you, but sliced
A
up.
different generation.
So there's a difference between revealing and coming it down. There's no real.
Hashem wants revealment.
But like it's the same, just playing with language a little. Like,
Is
whether
it?
it's revealed.
But
or
that's
coming
whole. That's a
down.
whole. That's a haim. It's erkin. That's a whole. It's a haim. It's erkin. It depends how you look at it.
Also,
Zun could be Abba ve'ima, and Abba ve'ima could be Zun.
but
And the Ein Sof, like the Orot, Akol b'ashva achad. Right? Okay, guys, we're gonna end over here. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. We have 10 people.